Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. Coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Quick throw to the left. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that previous play. To throw, it's Lane. And the pass is incomplete. Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. Breaks into the clear. He's got the first down and still motoring. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, all the footwork that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The pass rush closing in. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Boy, great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like the Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has this size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety. And he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking to scramble. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Makes a quick catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Ball handed to the running back. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
But another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Dropping back, it's Lane. It's a quick grab. Football comes out. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. The Tigers looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Solid tackle, able to get him down. Second down and goal, upcoming. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, not a whole lot of options there for the quarterback. Ends up trying to pitch it out, gets some yards, but not enough for the first down.
Here's a run call on third and goal.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
And he finds his tight end for the catch.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Important second down play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. And the pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Tries to get it to the running back. This time a completion. They pick up the 1st down. Tackled at the 25.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play action, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw yet again. He escapes the pocket. Tries the right with a quick throw. Touchdown, Nebraska, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. To throw, it's Lane. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
They'll try the right side on the toss. Fighting him off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. The punt will bounce and go out of bounds. They'll spot it near the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Fires it to the wideout. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Look out, room to run here. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Boy, trawls and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick completion to the tight end. The Cornhuskers moving quickly down the field here. Not much of a gain there, Kirk. The defense paying close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set up for the first down at the 41.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they love to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier and Lawrence Phillips and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Looking to pass, it's Lane. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
He's got a man down the middle. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Let's stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He breaks free. Powering through. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders
headed for the end zone. Can be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. And the Tigers looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. The quarterback will just sneak it now. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Defense is coming after him. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, we're just here in this 1st half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaks free with room to run. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
There's a 1st and 10 play. They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The Tigers will line up here on first down and goal. Receiver in motion now. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Clemson.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. And this time it's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there. Third down, out of the shotgun. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. Looks to the left, pass caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Second down after that completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
And the pass is complete to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Really really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
He's running out of time here. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, I thought after he tipped that ball in the air, that thing was going to be an incompletion. That would have been a great play, but instead, he didn't give up on it. Comes down with the interception and then shows you how athletic he is by taking it all the way back for a touchdown. How about that?
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Huskers. He will score. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the two-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. They're going to run the option. They'll toss it to the back. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Back to throw. It's Lane. Looking for a deep completion. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Clemson. They are pouring it on now.
Chris, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the second down play. Back to throw again. The receiver makes the catch. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's caught. That's a solid gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Huskers line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! That is an unforgettable moment for that kick returner. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up. And, of course, you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Automatic on the PAT. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 31, so makes a good choice bringing it out of the end zone. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Nice game. Moves the ball to the 47. Another first down. Wants to throw it. Looking for the wideout. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today. Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Pressure is coming. Looking right, this one caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Grab made by the tight end. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down where you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
The Huskers are in the red zone now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it, looking for the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nebraska!
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Nebraska, 27.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. To the air. It's Lane. Looking for a man deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football in vertical shots to boot.
So one explosive play has put this offense in scoring position, getting close now to the red zone. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
The back's got it. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. And he's got it. No problem. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep to the right side. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Dropping back, it's Lane. It's the running back in the flat. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it on a crossing route. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Huskers! And they connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch-and-catch combination all game here.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
Nebraska, 34.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Grinding away with a running game. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Jukes to get free. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
The defensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught by the receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The Cornhuskers looking to cash in this red zone trip. Second down, we're going to throw it. That is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Nebraska, 34.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. The pocket breaking down. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Throws it to the right. Here's another interception. We're losing track. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. To throw, it's Lane. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense has had a great day today. The game is out of reach. I'd be curious to know why the starting quarterback's even still in the game and why is he throwing the football?
Getting set. Here's second down. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense, and this time they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A deep shot, but he paid for it. And it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. They were not going to catch him that time.
What a touchdown here by this offense. And I'm going to tell you something. This is what separates the men from the boys right here as a quarterback. He knows he's going to get hit. Looks downfield, keeps his eyes focused, makes the throw, takes the hit, and they get the touchdown. Beautiful.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on first down. That pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage.
A deep shot right down the middle. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Could take it all the way. Across the 40. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just...
The ball is picked off. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.